So today we will talk about the cardiovascular system and respiratory system, which comes under the veterinary physiology course 602. ठीक? So regarding cardiovascular and respiratory system, today we will discuss about the cardiovascular system and exactly towards the heart. So as the things you can see on the screen, so regarding heart, some interesting facts it is there that it is about 1 lakh times the heart is beating a day in a single day. So you can push 5,000 gallons of blood through our body every 24 hours. मतलब एक दिन में 5,000 गैलन ब्लड जो है वो रिसाइकिल होती है हार्ट में. ठीक है. So these are the interesting facts which we should know. इसके बाद जो हार्ट की एक सबसे बेसिक जो प्रॉपर्टी है दैट इज द डिलीवरिंग ऑफ ऑक्सीजन. तो ऑक्सीजन देती है, इसके साथ बहुत सारे न्यूट्रिएंट्स जो हैं वो ब्लड को, जो ब्लड न्यूट्रिएंट ब्लड रहती है वो सप्लाई करती है टिश्यूज को, और इट कैरीज, बदले में क्या करती है वो जो भी वेस्ट मटेरियल्स और मेटाबोलाइट्स जो रहते हैं ब्लड में वो थ्रू पंप आउट होते हैं हार्ट के और वो फर्दर जाते हैं रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम में, है ना, लंग्स में जाते हैं चेक होने के लिए. सो बेसिकली हार्ट है क्या? तो इट इज अ मस्कुलर ऑर्गन एंड इज कह सकते हो एकदम पैक्ड, है ना. बिल्कुल हार्ट जो है बिल्कुल पैक्ड चीज है जो कि हमारे चेस्ट कैविटी में बिल्कुल सेंटर इन द लेफ्ट साइड करता है. तो एज द हार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स इट पंप्स ब्लड अराउंड द बॉडी. तो ये क्या करता है? डीऑक्सीजनेट ब्लड कैरी करता है टुवर्ड्स द लंग्स और अपलोड करता है या कह सकते हो अनलोड करता है ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड को. ठीक है. मेटाबॉलिज्म प्रोसेस. तो यहाँ एक चीज समझ में आ सकती है कि द हार्ट जो है, ये हार्ट, ब्लड और ब्लड वेसल्स, ये कंबाइनली इसको अगर हम लोग एक साथ अगर देखें तो दैट इज नोन एज द सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम. ठीक है. सो ऑन एन एवरेज जो है ह्यूमन के केस में अगर बात करें तो 5 लीटर्स ऑफ ब्लड दैट इज फ्लोइंग और कॉन्स्टेंटली पम्प्ड थ्रू आउट द बॉडी, 5 लीटर. और एक दिन की बात जो हम लोग कह रहे थे वो 5,000 गैलन ब्लड जो है 24 घंटे में वो रोटेट करती है और सर्कुलेट करती है. तो इसके संबंध में थोड़ा सा अगर एनाटॉमी की हम बात करें, ठीक है, इसलिए हमने बोला था कि दोज हु आर इंटरेस्टेड, those students also can join because we have some basic anatomy of the heart also. तो ये ऐसे समझ सकते हो कि हार्ट का 4 चैम्बर बेसिकली बिल्कुल आप लोगों ने यूजी में पढ़ा होगा. ठीक है. तो 4 चैम्बर में एट्रिया और वेंट्रिकल्स which is further been divided into 2 parts. तो 2 चैम्बर हो गए आर्टरिया के जो रिसीव करते हैं ब्लड, और वेंट्रिकल्स जो है दे जस्ट डिस्चार्ज द ब्लड टुवर्ड्स द लंग्स. ठीक है. सो कह सकते हो लेफ्ट एट्रिया और लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल ये सेपरेट करता है राइट एट्रिया और राइट वेंट्रिकल को बाय अ सेप्टम. ठीक है. एक सेप्टम है जिससे डिवाइड करता है लेफ्ट पार्ट को अलग, राइट पार्ट को अलग. सो बेसिकली जो हार्ट है ये consists of 3 layers: epicardium, myocardium and endocardium. As per their name, you can know very well that the epicardium is the outermost, that is a protective layer, and it is made up of connective tissue. Myocardium, these are the muscles of, and when we are talking about the endocardium, then this is the thing which lines inside the heart and it protects the different parts of the heart, the valves and the chambers, and so many things are like Purkinje fiber, whatever the small things which is essentially required for the complete action of the heart. So the basic thing is that how this heart works. What is the functioning criteria of the heart? So before knowing this thing, we should know that one thing is there also present, that is the pericardium, which is the protective coating towards the these three layers. ये जो तीनों लेयर है तुम्हारी ना, एपिकार्डियम, मायोकार्डियम और एंडोकार्डियम, ये एक कवर रहते हैं, ठीक है, एक कवरिंग इनको दिया गया है मतलब प्रोटेक्शन के लिए, दैट इज नोन एज पेरिकार्डियम. तो अब हार्ट के बारे में अगर बात करें तो हार्ट क्या है, मतलब एक नॉर्मल कंडीशन में जो ब्लड पंप आउट होती है, ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड और यू कैन से द डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड, तो ये जाती है कहाँ? अगर ऑक्सीजनेटेड है तो टिश्यूज को जाती है, टू इट प्रोवाइड सो दैट द न्यूट्रिएंट रिच थिंग्स कैन assimilate into the tissues and cells, so that's why they can have their productivity very nice. अब अगर बात करें इसी तरह से हार्ट का, जैसे देख सकते हो हार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स एट डिफरेंट रेट्स डिपेंडिंग ऑन ग्रीन फैक्टर. किसी की ऐसा करो ना, सब लोग म्यूट कर लो सारे. जब कोई क्वेश्चन अराइज करता है तो आपको म्यूट करना, ऐसे म्यूट कर लो एक बार. तो बेसिकली क्या था, मतलब जब रेस्टिंग पोजीशन में होती है तो क्या होता है, ये 60 टाइम्स अ मिनट बीट करती है. हार्ट विल बीट 60 टाइम्स इन अ मिनट in a normal condition, resting position. But whenever there is any exercise or any change, metabolite changes or whatever it is occur due to any factor in the animal, it will tends to rise or decline the level of this contraction of the heart. ठीक है, तो और इसके अलावा बहुत सारे ड्रग्स भी हैं जो इनको इन्फ्लुएंस करते हैं. So basically the thing is that the left and the right side of the heart, this works as an unison. Take unison. Especially this, the right side of the heart receives the deoxygenated blood and send it to the lungs, as I already told you. And the left side of the heart, these receives blood from the lungs and they pump it to the rest of the body so that they can have their nutritional aspect, they can have their oxygenated blood so that they can perform their work very nicely. So especially if we talk about the right side, so this right atrium receives deoxygenated blood from the body through veins, and that called the superior and inferior vena cava. So regarding the right atrium, it also contracts and the blood whatever they have, they passes to the right ventricle so as to communicate the whole heart. And once the right ventricle is full, it contracts and pumps the blood through the lungs via the pulmonary artery, where it picks up oxygen and offloads carbon dioxide. मतलब जो भी assimilation है ऑक्सीजन और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का, ये तुम्हारी थ्रू पल्मोनरी आर्टरी और पल्मोनरी वेन होती है. ठीक है, so this things is regarding the right side. But when we will talk about the left side, then what happens? The oxygenated blood, which comes return to the left atrium, that is through the pulmonary vein. Mean to say, whatever the blood that has been oxygenated in the lungs, they have to supply to the left side, left atrium, having oxygenated blood. So what happens? These left atrium, this supplies the blood to the left ventricle so that from there the different body can have the oxygenated blood. So this left atrium contracts, pushing blood into the left ventricle, and once it is full, it contracts and pushes the blood back out to the body via the aorta. So here the things regarding the heartbeat, because it can be split into two parts, that is the diastole and systole. So regarding diastole, already you people have understood these things in the very UG classes, but For instance, you should know the atria and the ventricles, when they get relaxed and they're filled with the blood, the condition is known as diastole. Whatever the beep is there, that is the diastole. And the systole is the contraction of the atria. When these blood pushes towards the ventricles, and when the atria start to relax, the ventricles contract. So at that certain time, there is a sound which is produced, that is the systole. Mean to say the filling or the infiltration of the ventricles. So when blood is sent through the pulmonary artery to the lungs, it travels through tiny capillaries on the surface of the lungs alveoli towards the air sacs. And this oxygen which is travels into the capillaries, and carbon dioxide travels from the capillaries into the air sacs, where it is breathed out into the atmosphere. So that's why this topic, 602, VPI 602, having the cardiovascular and respiratory system. Mean to say, in this very system, we are going to introduce or to make a understanding between the cardiovascular system as well as the respiratory system, because they are almost doing at the same time, because they are having work with the oxygen level and various nutrients which is present in the blood. So regarding the muscles of the heart, they receive oxygenated blood and they are fed by the coronary arteries on the surface of the heart. But regarding the blood which passes near the surface of the body, as at wrist or neck, it is said to be that this is might be due to the pulse which is present or which is developing during the diastole or systole. So this is the rush of blood which is pumped throughout the body by the heart for the normal functioning of the body parts. So if we're talking about the valves, if we will talking about the valves, then you can might have the picture here. This so here you can see the cross section of the heart. So this is the tricuspid valve and this is the bicuspid. So bicuspid valve is also known as mitral valve. And anyone can let me tell what is this tricuspid valve known as? Yes, anyone? One is the mitral valve and the another is the tricuspid. Tricuspid is also known as?
Semilunar.
Pardon? Like mitral valve is also known as the bicuspid valve, or you can say the bicuspid valve is also known as the mitral valve. And this mitral valve has two, what there is?
एक तो सेमिलुनार वाल्व है सर, ये दूसरा है आर्ट्रियोवेंट्रिकुलर वाल्व.
No. Semilunar valve is other thing. That is present at the junction of ventricle to the system, but target part. Mean to say, if the oxygenated blood is there, which is passing through the ventricle towards the lungs or towards the body parts, that provision is through the semilunar valves. But this is, I am talking about the valves. There are two types of valves. Tricuspid valve, which is present in the right side of the heart. Yes. Tricuspid and bicuspid. Mean to say, these tricuspid valve has three cusps. As you can see very clearly here, 1, 2, and 3 part. Likewise, this mitral valve or bicuspid valve having two valves. Like you can see here, the aortic valve is also there, and this pulmonary valve. So this pulmonary valve, what is the significance of this aortic and pulmonary valve? Can anyone? What is the fate of this aortic valve and pulmonary valve? There is simple thing. Aortic valve, these valves collect the blood from the aorta towards the heart. Mean to say, they are carrying deoxygenated blood. But in the case of pulmonary valves, like you have seen, it is composed of two, है ना? One oxygenated blood means to say pulmonary artery, and the other is the pulmonary vein. So pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood towards the heart to lungs. But in case of pulmonary vein, whatever the blood which have been purified from the lungs have been come back to the or get into the heart for the proper functioning of the heart, as well as to possess these things towards the different parts of the body. So basically this aortic valve, this present between the left ventricle and the aorta. This mitral valve, it is present in between the left atrium and the left ventricle. Like this pulmonary valve, as I said, this is in between the right ventricle and the pulmonary artery. This tricuspid valve, this is the in between right atrium and right ventricle. So regarding the heart sound, as you are all aware that there is two type of sounds, lub and dub. So this lub dub sound is produced by the closing of the valves. So as per lub, if we'll focus on lub sound, that is produced by the closing of tricuspid and mitral valves. And the dub sound is caused due to the closing of pulmonary and aortic valves. Is it clear? So regarding the electrical system, because the heart have, might be you have read in the anatomy also, in this PG classes, and in also in during the UG classes, that these heart are acting as so I was telling, so this excitation and electrical system has been worked towards the heart so that it can perform their activity or whatever the work they have to do. So regarding the electrical system, these blood which gone through the heart, they have to pump throughout the body. So regarding this pumping out of the body, the muscles of the heart, they must be coordinated perfectly, yeah? Squeezing the blood in the right direction at the right time and at very right pressure. So the heart's activity is coordinated by electrical impulses. And the generation of these electrical impulses is on, you can say, having a specific characteristic in the heart. Anyone have revealed the specific characteristics of the heart? There is a provision, no? What is there that due to this electrical connection is passing throughout the heart? वो क्या चीज है? थोड़ा सा जोर डालो. मसल्स में आप लोगों ने पढ़ा था ना, कार्डियक मसल.
जी इंटरकलेक्टेड डिस्क होता है सर कार्डियक मसल में.
That is the intercollected disc which is present in the cardiac muscle, which is responsible for the electrical
excitation,
conductivity, or you can say the excitation is the excitation and the conductivity of the electrical impulse. So this electrical signal begins at the SA node, that is also known as the pacemaker of the heart, which is present at the top of the right atrium. So this, whatever the signals, which is regarding the activation of or electrical excitation of heart, this is due to the signal which causes the atria to contract and by contraction, the blood were pushing down into the ventricles. So the electrical impulses which travels to an area of cells at the bottom of the right atrium, that is towards the AV node, that is the atrioventricular node. So these cells, they act as a gate or a door. Mean to say, without contraction of this AV node, or you can say without the opening of this AV node, the blood can't pass towards the ventricle. So after electrical impulse or the work of pacemaker cell, when they get initiate, these electrical excitation will continue towards the AV node and they perform to open the AV node, door, as you can say door. So that's why the blood, whatever there is in the atria, they can get in the ventricles. So these cells, these whatever the cells present in the AV node, they act as a gate and they also regulate the motion, or you can say the speed of the circulation. The whatever the blood is passing towards the atrium to ventricle, they can regulate it by slow the signal down so that the atria and ventricles do not contract at the same times. So at this time, what happens? There is a slight delay excitation in between the SA node and the AV node that will perform to, or that will allow to pass the blood towards the atrium to ventricle. So from here you can see the signal that is carried out towards the SA node to AV node, that is having special fibers, that is a Purkinje fiber, which is also having the responsibility to pass out these electrical conduction and as well as the passing of the blood from the atria to ventricles. So within the ventricle walls, these Purkinje fibers are present and they have the ability to pass the impulse to the heart muscle, which further causes to contract the ventricles. So regarding the blood vessels, as we all know, there are two types of blood vessels, basically the arteries and the veins. But there is another one, that is the capillaries. Okay, so these arteries, we all know that these arteries carry oxygenated blood from the heart to the rest of the body. So these arteries are strong and stretchy, mean to say they are very much flexible, very tough, very stiff and very hard, so that they can allow to pass the blood, that is the oxygenated blood. So at that at these arteries, they are very much you can say having a turbulence force, mean to say they are very fast, very quick. So the membrane or the layer of these arteries have to be very tough and thick. So regarding this, they can allow to push blood through the circulatory system, and their elastic walls help keep the pressure of the blood consistently. And these arterioles, when it get into the further forward movement, they will divert into the small arteries, the branch of the arteries that is also known as arterioles. Likewise, veins, these carry deoxygenated blood, mean to say the blood having very much metabolites, whatever the rest of metabolites are there, they have. So they are somewhat highly, you can say, dense. So they are moving slowly in comparison to the arteries, mean to say the oxygenated blood. So the wall of the veins are not so much thick in comparison to the arteries. So these veins, they carry deoxygenated blood back to the heart from the different parts of the body, and they increase in size as they get closer to the heart. Mean to say, because they are denser in the consistency about blood I am talking. So the vein have to very much narrower, but as they have to resubmit these blood towards the heart, they are getting somewhat broader. The lumen size will be broader at that particular instance, so that the more blood they can have in the, they can fill in the heart. So veins have thinner walls than arteries, and these capillary, okay, veins. When the veins getting in the branches, they are known as venules. I think all you of know very, very well. The other thing is the capillaries. They also connect the small arteries to the small veins. Okay. So this is the thing which can adjoin these arteries to the veins. But what happens? It will only work where there is the very much thin, or you can say the narrower part of the capillaries or veins will be there. So they have very thin walls, and they allow to exchange compounds with the surrounding tissues. Mean to say, almost these capillaries, the most of the capillaries are present where? Anyone can say? Most of the capillaries bed were found
inside the brain.
in the lungs also, because at that very place the waste material, you can say in the form of gaseous exchange, they have to gone through the environment, and the oxygenated, mean to say the uh, most of the oxygen concentration have to grasp by the body towards the toward these capillaries, so that the exchange of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood can be done, and our body can grasp the oxygenated matlab oxygen, so that they can have the fusion in the blood and have very much nutrients in them. So this exchange compounds with surrounding tissues like carbon dioxide, water, oxygen, waste, and nutrients, whatever it is. Huh? So this is a very basic thing which I have regarding the heart. So this is the very basic things. I think all of you know it very well. So the later stage is the compilation or the summarize. So in nutshell, we can have the things that the heart is an essential and powerful organ, and it pumps oxygen and nutrients around our body constantly and never pushing. Mean to say, they have not to work very hard for assimilation of these nutrients and oxygen towards the different parts of the body, like cells or tissues, whatever it is. But they are just a free flow. And this work is happened with the help of the muscles, which is perfectly synchronized by the electrical signals, that is specially the intercalated disc, which carried out to generate the impulse from one cell to another cell. Okay. So regarding this, this is mean to say the heart is the nature's finest feast of the engineering. Okay. So this is almost all the things regarding the heart. So if any of you have any problem or any question regarding this, you can have.